What's up, guys? Just want to show you what we do with the clay process and what actually is clay and why we do this clay process. I mean, it's almost done. I mean, we should have shown you from the beginning, but I just want to show you what kind of tools we have and why we use clay. First of all, the full-size bumper, we can always make it in data or we can sketch it out, but we actually want to see it in real life. The reason is because you can never beat the real scale model. For example, like you can tell from here, the tapes I put, that it has to go in about 3 millimeters, and this one has to be more round, for example. These are kind of the things that you can never judge in a screen that is like 20 inches. So this is like a very important process of when you create a bumper. As you can see here is a GR86. Just to give you an explanation, we wanted to give a bit more aggressive look with the clay, with an eyelid, and having the bumper giving that angry look of the car. So how does clay work? I want to show you the oven. This is a clay oven. It's about 70 degrees Celsius. And in this oven, the clay becomes really soft. So what you can do here is actually you can start adding clay like this. If you need more material, see how soft it is? You can scrub it on top if you need more material. So after this process, you let it dry for about 20 minutes, and then it becomes solid, it becomes really hard. Now there's many tools that we use for clay modeling. If you come here, let me show you. Of course, our snack. These are the tools that we use for rough modeling. And then as it becomes finer, we use these, which are more fine. These are great, like Parmesan grates, you know, when you eat Parmesan. So I'll show you what I mean. So this one, for example, these cuts are more rough, but you can shave off so much. You see how much you shave off the clay? You can shave a lot of materials out of this. But this one, of course, it's not fine, so it's really good to shave in a quick time when you know that you need to shave a lot of materials out. Then after that, you use a more finer cheese grate, and then you shave more materials out of it. And then it becomes more fine. You can also use these kind of tools to shave more finely. Then after, when you're happy with the shape, what you do is you bring one of these sleeks. It's made out of metal. Some are made out of carbon fiber, but it gives you the fine look. Like, for example, if I put this here, you can see the curvature. You see where I need to shave off, right? So when you look from here, you know where I need to shave off. So for example, let's go here. You can tell that it needs more shaving there because the light comes in, and I give a lot of force to it. Shave it off really finely. So there's so many steps in clay. In the beginning, you want to go really rough, and then as soon as you go more into the refining and the final stage, you use finer tools to define the shape. So you see how rough it is right here? You can see all these marks, but with this tool, you can make it really clean. A couple strokes, you can see how clean the surface becomes, and then you can do even more. These are now going into like 0.1 millimeter territory. So we take all this process to define the shape and make all the radiuses work with each other. That's our clay process right here. So you see, I've added some clay here. It's already dry. It's been about 5 minutes. Then I can take this tool to start shaving it off. Make the surface as smooth as possible. So now you see all these little imperfections are getting better and better. And then use a finer tool to make it even smoother. So that's how you work smoothing out the surface. Now let's talk about tapes. Why do we use tapes? Of course, you want to understand shape of it and you want to make adjustments. For example, this is a little bit going too much that way, so we want to move it out a little bit. It's a very quick tool to visualize where the line and the surfaces should go. But also the tape takes a critical part where you want to define an edge here. So for example, if I want to make this line perfect, then I will put a tape around here. This is where these two surfaces meet. So I am defining the edge of where the surface is going to go. So I put a nice tape there. What I do, I'll take this tool, start changing the surface towards the tape. So tape acts like a guide to where the edge should go. So that's the surface. Now the surface is on the top of the tape. I would scrape it a little bit towards the top of the tape. And there you go. Just in 2 minutes, you get a perfect edge right there where this surface and this surface meets. So this is how we work as you go into more refining stage. You want to put tapes here and there to get exactly where you want the edge to be. That's it! So easy, right?